to a brick zone. I love you, buddy.
Wait, what? How does the song in the red light green light go again?
What?
When I want it all, never seen it now. I want to kiss you on the mouth and on your butt.
Say nah, but hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of BRICKZONE.
BRICKZONE.
Episode 32. Goddamn, 32, man. We're blowing by these motherfuckers.
Yes,
Every week's not something new.
Yeah.
We'd be so excited. I stamp it was like we were so psyched to promote our fucking public one and be like, damn, we did it, bro. Like, damn, this is gonna be the one. You know what I'm saying? And then now we're already on our next, bro. It's already happened. We're like,
yeah,
well,
bro. It's crazy.
and guess what? It wasn't the one.
It wasn't the
we
one.
were wrong. But it's okay
Ah.
because maybe this one will be.
Yes. Even if we end up only getting, really like 5 people watching, it's all good, man. We gonna keep going for you 5 viewers. And for Bebito, the guy that Tomas named Bebito, shout out you.
If you watched it again, if you came back after what happened, after our encounter and our interaction, that's tough, bro.
Yeah.
Because that means that we made an impact in
Yes.
somebody's life.
Yes.
And that's all I want to do.
Yes.
But how you been, bro? So what's good, bro?
I've been excellent, man. You know what I'm saying, man?
Are you capping?
I'm capping.
You're definitely capping.
I mean, nah, I won't lie. I mean, I have been like, bro, I just put myself in a rut. Like, I just put myself in a fucking negative spiral of being like, man, like, why? Because I be thinking that I'm not in the path of what society wants me to be in. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But who
cares?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, not like logically right now you could be like, who cares? But I guess I just overthink and I'm like, man, fuck, bro. I'm not working at Starbucks, bro, or I'm not learning about.
Bro, think about it. I think it's actually cool as fuck what you do, bro. How you work in that studio and all that shit, and like you just do cool stuff. I actually think that's cool as hell.
Damn.
Like what?
I guess it's just because it's not
that shit comes from your heart, bro.
It does, bro.
That's why
I love
cool,
it, bro.
Working at Starbucks is not fucking coming from your heart, bro.
I mean, I was just use it as an example, but
yeah,
but also like this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like this, I love to do this shit, and I know you do too. But it's like you got other shit, and like not to compare, but it's just like, we both come out our way to do this shit because like it's something we love, even though maybe it's like we haven't received much fruits from it. But at the same time, bro, shit, man, we only been doing this like seriously as what we've been doing it for like 6 months.
Yeah, exactly, bro. In time, bro.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a year or 2. It's gonna be like maybe like 3 years. Who knows?
Yeah, damn, that's crazy, bro. We'll be
bro, but it doesn't matter, son. Because as long as it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
Like real shit comes to fruition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, at some point in time. So I mean, as long as we keep going, I can't give up. Like we can't give up,
bro.
Because we get demoralized. Yeah, I know we do,
bro.
Especially you, bro. With like you putting hard work on those edits and all that shit, and then just for it to not do as well, bro. I'm talking about like it can't even get a couple hundred views. It's like, bro, don't we have a couple hundred people that like fuck with us? Like, what the fuck, dog? But like not even that. We get like 15 or some shit like that.
That's so true, bro.
Like, bro, I have more than 15 friends that I see on like every week, on a weekly basis. I see more than 15 people that I at least interact with during that week. Right. So it's like, damn, y'all. I know y'all not coming out. I'm supporting my ass, bro. Hey, but I mean, it's whatever. I mean, we all do it unconsciously.
Right. Yeah. It's like, I mean, there's definitely. I mean, I try to support other people as much as I can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
just like out of love. Because it's like, bro, like I know how it is. You trying to do your own thing, and that shit is hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to do your own thing. You got. It's like there's no one telling us to do this shit besides us.
Yeah.
So it's like we gotta.
There's nobody like, I can't wait for your next episode.
Yeah.
I've never heard that shit.
For real, you never heard that?
You have?
Nah, I haven't actually. Nah, but I have heard that. I told you of someone telling me like, you know, they take an hour out their day to watch us. Like that's a lot, bro. Like I know an hour is a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
Respect.
That is a lot, but
yeah, sometimes it's when we go in fucking circles, we're talking about nothing.
Yeah, but
because we talk about this shit all the time too, about how we don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
But hey, bro, fuck it.
That's true.
Let's talk about some.
Man, one thing that, bro, this shit is like a good segue because fucking the fact that Squid Game, I don't know if you know, I'm sure you saw this, but this man, the creator, he had this written for like 10 years or some shit that, right? You saw that?
Like 2008, 2009.
2000, that's crazy, bro. Like the fact that
he got rejected the first time.
Yeah, he got rejected, and like, bro, 10 years. Imagine 10 years having that story and just not being able to have it out. That's crazy, bro.
And now it's like the most.
And now
show.
Overnight is, but people
most
think
watched show, bro, ever.
People say it's. I see it like on articles and shit. Overnight success, but bro, it took 10 years to be an overnight success, bro.
Yeah. So technically, it wasn't really overnight.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Nah, but I just, you know, it makes me happy. I've been watching a lot of things, like, so we're gonna talk about Squid Game a lot, cause you know, that's what's popping right now. That's what everybody's talking about. Everybody's watching, going, anyway, but
wave.
But you know, it makes me happy because after you watched the full thing, right?
Of course,
you're done.
yes.
I watched the full thing too, so there's gonna be
before,
spoilers.
Also, spoiler alert.
There probably will be spoilers throughout this episode. Just so you know.
Yes.
So if you haven't watched that shit, go watch it.
Yes.
But because it's really good, bro. Like even if it's not that great, because some people don't fuck with that much at that anymore, it's at least a 7 out of 10, which is worth your time. I still think.
Bro, I say
it's 8. At least a 7 out of 10. No, yeah. Personally, me, I probably like 8 at minimum, maybe like 8.5.
Yeah.
For real. 8.5 is 8.5, 9.
Yeah.
But so after I finished watching, I've been watching a lot of like the side shit that the actors have done afterward. Like they've been doing like these game shows and like just interviews and stuff like that.
Me too.
And it just makes me happy seeing how like their lives have changed. Like you can tell how like they're high off of like what's going on right now. And then they always talk about how happy they are and like grateful they are. Like they're popping off and shit. Yeah. Like Saebyuk. Saebyuk, her ass.
I forgot what her real name is. I think it's like Jung. I don't even know. I'm not gonna try to.
Yeah.
But never mind. But you know, my bad. Go ahead.
But the girl in that jump, well, everybody loves her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Her ass, like she had like a couple 100,000 subscribers before, not subscribers, Instagram followers, and now she literally has like 15 mil almost.
Oh, she gained like
holy fuck, bro, that is insane. Like she's popping off, bro, and like it just makes me happy. You know, it makes me happy because it's like they worked hard, they deserve it. You know, it's not like it's like shit. It's not like it was like undeserving. Mm-hmm. Like they put in the time and effort, and like she's never acted before. That was her first time, and she did very, very well. Like. Having that stone cold face the whole time, her model face, she pretty much was model posing the entire time, which is why everybody fell in love with her because she was looking good, you know, just stone cold face, you know.
I was watching one of her interviews. She was saying that she failed the. Did you see that when she failed the honeycomb Joan like twice?
Oh, like when they did it, like they were all doing it, right?
Yeah. She said she failed it like twice. The studio let her do it twice, and she failed like 2 times and shit. But it was just funny because, well, not funny, but it was just interesting because, you know, like you say, it's like it's so cool seeing them, you know, succeed and shit. Yeah. And that was her fucking debut. Like she's a model normally, and like, you know, I don't know. I mean. It's kind of the same with like you know how comedians sometimes, you know, they go to acting and shit like that. It's like just because you're a good comedian doesn't mean you're gonna be a good actor. You know what I'm saying? Because there's many comedians who probably aren't that good actors, but you know, I think she did a really good like delivery. I think she did a really good delivery in her character, and I can tell I know you've seen, like you said, you've seen the video, so who she is as a person in real life doesn't seem like it's the same as. Her character.
No, yeah, at all.
She seems so
very
fucking
different.
like goofy and happy. Like that's so tough.
Yeah, and that's why it makes me happy seeing them succeed too, because it's like literally they literally made us like them in the show, right? You know what I'm saying? Like they worked on their character and all that shit that we were rooting for them so much in the show that now even in real life, I'm happy to see them winning. You know what I'm saying? Like even though it's just a show, it's just crazy to see them out of character. But
I also hate them. Like the one dude,
the
dude with the
member,
tat. The dude with the tat.
Yeah,
oh,
but he's
bro.
actually, and he even talks evil, like out of it. You know what I'm talking? He still has like that evil, like,
for real? Honestly, I haven't seen shit from
sinister
him.
shit.
I haven't seen shit.
I mean, he says good things, like nice things, but it's just the way he says it.
Oh,
it
really?
just sounds like sinister and evil delivery. You know what I'm saying? Like an evil ass dude.
Like he's plotting some evil shit.
But who was your favorite character, bro?
Damn, bro.
From Squid Game.
I mean, look, of course, you know, I have definitely fallen in love with Sabayok, you know, number 067. So beautiful, man. Just pure beauty and in a human form. That's what she is.
Damn.
I even changed my home screen, my lock screen on my phone.
Oh yeah, you did.
I changed it to her.
All
but
right.
I just think she's beautiful. But of course, like I also genuinely think her delivery and I just loved her character. It was just so dope.
Yeah,
and
like what about her? Like you like how dark her ass, like her backstory is.
Yeah, like, bro, and just the fact of one thing too though is just her love for her brother, her little brother. That was like, bro, like she basically risked her life for that man's, bro.
Yeah,
like that's dope, bro. And also, but I don't think she's my favorite character though. But I'm just
who's your favorite character?
But I think my favorite character, low key, is the shorty. I forgot what her number is, but the one that risked her life for Sabiuk, the one that when they played the marbles together.
Oh yeah,
I forgot her name and her number, but
yeah,
I fucked with her, bro. Cause, bro,
bro, that shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that shit made me cry, bro.
Dude,
I swear to God, bro. When but you know, I knew that was gonna happen. Like I literally knew that her ass was just gonna just toss it like that on the floor and just.
I did not know that, bro.
Just so she can kill herself, bro. I knew it. Like, it just made, like, I tried seeing it in different ways. Like when I was sitting there crying watching it, I'm like, why am I crying at this? Because if you low-key think about it, it was like a 30-minute marble game, right? Like it's 30 minutes real time.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm really about to cry over a relationship that was formed within 30 minutes. Like that's kind of unrealistic of how close you can get with somebody in 30 minutes. Like, you know what I'm saying? In real time. Like, and it wasn't even 30 minutes because that was the length of the game. The point where they started actually talking like that, there's probably like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
15 minutes. And I'm like, I'm about to cry over this shit. Nah, but low key.
But it was also the circumstances, though.
The circumstances and like, it was really, that's why I liked it so much. It challenged morality.
Bro.
If you think about it on so many ways, like you literally forget the fact that all these people participating in this game are bad, like kind of bad people, you know, like they've done bad things to get themselves in this situation. And that's why I think that the show is like powerful in the sense that like it still shows us that no matter what, everybody's still human. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter how the bad decisions that people make and all this stuff, we all go through shit, and it's like you can still have those bad like and those deep feelings and still connect with people on a deep level. It's like at the end of the day, these people are doing things. Who knows why they do things. Like her family ended up dying and all this stuff. That's why she's fucking there.
Yeah.
And like she does seem like a nihilistic type of girl. You know what I'm talking about? Like nothing to live for and like emo.
Yeah. But that's because she genuinely has nothing though.
Yeah.
Dude, that girl, I remember she said that she just got out of jail or some shit, and then the dude fucking gave her that fucking card, and
exactly.
she decided to go in because she's like, fuck, I got nowhere else to go.
Yeah, exactly.
So that shit is crazy too.
It sound like fun or some shit.
Yeah, and I just love that whole scene because that shit moved me the most. Like I was close to crying. I didn't cry, but it was.
So that was your favorite person?
Yeah, I think she was my favorite.
That's your favorite character?
Honestly, just for that scene, like I think she was my favorite character, bro. Even though she was only there for she was only really emphasized, I guess, like two episodes. The one when they did
honestly, she wasn't even there at the beginning. Like literally, she was not there at the beginning.
The one in the tug of war, and then that joint. And I kind of fucked with the tug. I liked what they did because they showed how much she hated the guy who was praying. Remember, he was praying and then she was questioning him. Yeah. And then they showed why. They showed why she hated that because her dad was a pastor and he fucking killed his mom. Like that's
and he would touch her and shit. And he would sexually abuse her.
Yeah, and I was like, that's why. I was like, damn. And like I didn't want to judge at first because of course I am a a Christian and whatnot, and I do believe in Christ. So I was like, man, I mean that kind of does suck, I guess. But I was just wondering why.
Yeah.
And then when they showed the next episode of the Marbles, I was like, damn, that's why. I was like, that's why.
And it like makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like the little subtle things. Like, you know, she was just going on him. But you'd think that it was just a little part of the scene, like her just making
just
fun of him,
like
just because. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just being a pessimistic person. But then at the end, it's like, nah, like there was truly a feeling of resentment from that because she actually connected with that on a deeper level, and it was like, damn, like trauma within that shit.
Yeah.
But
yeah, who's your favorite character?
My favorite character, controversial. So I can't get over it. It pissed me off. This show pissed me off. So this is why I don't give it a 10 or like or like a 9.5 or even a 9.
Okay.
Because the way it ended and everything, it kind of blew me. The ending really, it kind of was weak in comparison to the whole entire show. Like the way it starts off and the way it goes on, it's so strong. Like every single episode, it makes you want to. But then it's like the drop off is insane. It's like, damn, bro. Because my favorite character was Ilnam, bro.
Wow.
But the end made me pissed. Like it kind of made me not like him anymore. But the reason why I connected with that one so much and with him so much and why I liked him so much is because first of all, the idea I had of him the whole entire time, I didn't see him as somebody evil or the guy that was behind it all at like the whole entire time. At first, I thought genuinely that this is my theory. You know, Jihoon, the main character.
Yeah, main character. Yeah.
You know how his best friend died, right, in this factory, and I thought Ilnam was that guy's dad, because he says his son is dead. He's like, my son is. Yeah, remember, he's like, my son died. Then the Jihoon tells him about the factory explosion and all this stuff that happened 10 years ago, and Ilnam remembers it. He has dementia and all his Batman, but he remembers that. He remembers. I remember seeing it on the news that the factory exploded and all. I was seeing all that. They live in the same neighborhood, bro. They live in the same neighborhood. One thing that Ilnam also would mention is that he would see his son playing with his friends the games that they were playing there.
Damn.
So the whole time I'm like, bro, this guy has to be his. And the connection, how he connected with Jihoon, were like good, and how they became like good marble buddies and all that shit during that thing. Ganju or whatever the fuck it was, and how they became friends there. I was like, bro, this he has to be his best friend's dad. Like that's what I had in my mind the whole time.
I didn't even think about that. I did not even think about that.
Right?
That's crazy. That's
really
crazy.
You didn't think about that? I thought it was obvious that this is actually his best friend, because he did so much for his best, and that's like essentially what changed his life, I guess. We don't even know much about his best friend or all that shit yet. Yeah. But it alluded to it a lot. So I thought that the entire time. And that's why, and my grandpa personally had dementia.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh. So like just in that part when he's walking throughout his old town or his old neighborhood, and just seeing him like remember things and like happen, like I don't know, like it kind of like made me sad and all that shit, and like drew me back to times where thinking about my grandpa. Like I didn't know much of him. I didn't see him much. He lived in Argentina while I lived here, so like I didn't really grow up with him much in my life. But one of the like most strongest memories and all that stuff I have of him is when he already had dementia at this point. Is the last time I went to Argentina and I saw him. He was still alive. He's dead now. Rest in peace, G-Pa. But Rip. When I was there, like I was literally eating dinner. We just got off the plane. It's the party we're having for us that we're finally arrived. Like Argentina has been a long time since we've seen because my entire family lives there, and we're having like a party cut essentially, and we're eating dinner, all that stuff, and I'm sitting next to him, just eating and chilling, and he just looks at me and he's like, "So who are you with?" Like, I'm like, "I'm here with your daughter," you know. Like this time, I'm also like pretty young. I'm in like 8th grade. Oh, and I'm with your daughter, like Cecilia. He's like, "Oh, really? Like she has kids and all that." So it's like, I seen what dementia does to people and all that stuff, and just to see it like portrayed in that show, and I was like, damn, like. The whole time I was rooting for him because I thought that they were gonna make the connection and finally tell him that he's his best friend's dad. Yeah. So I'm like, damn, like is he gonna get dementia and like forget, and they're never gonna reveal it to him and all that stuff. So that's why I was like, fuck. And when he died, bro, I cried, bro. I stand, bro. Like when he was doing, like when he was tricking him, and like taking his marbles, bro, I was like, damn, like fuck, bro. Like that's how it is to like literally treat with somebody with dementia. Like that is so realistic. And I don't know, it just struck a chord in my heart or something like that. So I was rooting for him the entire time, man. Like I really fucked with that with Ilnam because he literally, they always doubted him and all that shit, and he literally helped them win tug of war and all. Like if it wasn't for him, they would have died, like lost and everything. Like I really fucked with him, bro. And at the end, that he's the reason why everything's happening. I'm like,
but be honest though,
damn, it kind of blew me, bro.
You never had any suspicion of him that there was something about him that like he could have been like, nah, for real.
I really thought he was innocent the entire time,
bro.
I swear from the get go, I thought he was his best friend's dad.
Wow.
Because when they first brought it up, when they first spoke, that's one of the first things he said. He's like, my son is dead.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what So that's why I was like, all right, there has to be a connection there in that way. I was thinking more positive in terms of negative, you know.
Okay.
I thought like the people that were behind it all was like the guy in the black mask and all that. I never thought it would be the guy's brother.
I knew that, bro.
For real?
I knew that.
I didn't think. I mean, towards the end and it with the build up and shit, I knew. All right, I kind of I was like, all right, this is brother.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't think when he was like initially going to the island and all this stuff. And even when he saw his file, I still didn't think that the guy was behind it. I thought he just died or something. Because he said that he played in like 2015 or something like that. So then I'm like, what? Like, I don't know if the game's been going on since like the 1990s and shit, the 1980s or some shit like that. So there had been a host before that. So I thought it was like the same guy, you know? So that was actually a curveball I didn't see coming until later on. It definitely became more obvious.
No, you know what? Actually, before that, when they showed that he did play in 2015, that's when I was like, oh, it can't be his brother then, because before that, I thought it was. I was like, oh, but then that made me think that, oh, maybe it's not then, because there's no way that he played and then now he's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
But the thing is, before they showed that, I was like, bro, that's his brother. I swear. Really? Yeah, I swear. And I had suspicion of the old dude, bro. I stamped because I was like, there has to be a reason why he's number one. There's no way that there's no significance in that. And the fact that what's his name? Ji-hun is like the last, and when they both met up after when they left, you know what I'm saying? When they said like, all right, let's fuck this shit, and everyone decided to leave.
Oh yeah.
They met up again.
Yeah, and he convinced him.
Yeah, and convinced him to get back. I was like, dude, like there has to be some sort of.
Nah, you know why I kind of lost suspicion of it?
Why?
Because the old man was the last one to vote to go back, and he said no to play. So then that's why I was like, all right, I guess he's in the clear. Like he's thinking about other people. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was truly an evil dude and all that stuff, he would be like, all right, fuck it, like let's do it, you know. But he didn't. He was like, he actually looked out for everybody else and did what everybody else wanted, and said no to ending the game early so everybody can go home. So I guess that kind of released a little like suspicion for me. I really did just see him I was like, bro, it's his fucking.
So you think that is
I
evil?
still do think it's his best friend's dad.
Wow.
You know, I still do. Like that hasn't been like. It still could be a possibility.
It could actually. Yeah.
I still do think there's
because
a possibility
of the dementia factor. The fact he just forgets.
Yeah, bro. And I'm telling you, bro. Like the fact that his son is dead, and he remembers that factory being in the news. He literally specifically says that. He's like, I remember it being all over the news, like that factory explosion. And you can see his face. He kind of looks like, oh yeah, like, oh, I remember that. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's true.
So
I actually genuinely never thought
real,
about that. That's crazy.
I was on one of the interview Jones
really?
and stuff on that videos. I left a comment saying that. Yeah, and it's actually getting a lot of likes.
Oh, for
on
real?
YouTube. Yeah, because I think some other people think the same. I'm pretty sure some other people think the same.
Damn.
Yeah, like this one person replied
I've seen
to me.
theories, but that actually, you telling me that's the first
Oh,
time.
Really?
Yeah, like bro, like
come on, bro.
I know,
I be thinking about things.
Yeah.
I swear, I'm a person. When every time I like to watch things like any movies or shit like that, I like to think about I think what's gonna happen next.
Right.
And like I feel like I want to solve it before it happens.
Bro.
That's how I spoil movies for myself sometimes because I'm like, bro, I already know what's gonna happen.
I be doing that, and I'd be like, oh, maybe they want us to expect this to happen, but in reality, this shit.
But usually it doesn't. But nah, that's why I like this show so much because for the first time, it was one of the times that like where it was really different. You know, it actually did throw a curveball for me and all that shit. You know, like there was things that were in there that happened that I didn't expect and shit like that. So I'm like, damn, like that's pretty tough.
For me, the curveball was when he said No, when he was like, oh, we're gonna.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, there's no way he's gonna fucking. I was like, this dude is fucking.
Yeah. I thought it was like it's a short series, bro. He has to keep going.
Yeah. So I was like, no way, bro. And then that's when the curve. I was like, what the fuck? And then they showed everyone's like shitty ass lives. I was like, oh fuck, bro, that's crazy, son.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was gonna ask you too, like, do you think that is evil though?
What?
The fact that him like creating that game basically, because you said, I remember you just said like you thought like it would have been evil to, I guess, want to continue the game in his position, right?
Yeah.
So then
because that's for doing it for himself at that point. He was because the power essentially it was already him doing it for himself.
Right.
You know, he already is doing that whole entire game for himself. But he's also trying to prove something to other people at the same time, or like you can't trust people and all this bullshit. But he just wanted to enjoy it. So then he gives people the option to like live their lives or come back and stuff. And that's why it comes back to like the deeper meaning of the show. Do you know the deeper meaning of the show? Like I kind of looked into it, so like I kind of know.
I mean, what I haven't looked into it, but what I got from it personally was just you know, trust, and I guess how far people will go to you know get out of their financial hole, I guess. So I don't know.
And greed, right?
Yeah, greed. Yeah.
And how like greed can really ruin people's lives and like take them over. Well, the director himself, this is not coming from me or my analysis. Like, this is what he did it himself to challenge. What is it? Capitalism. What is it? It always goes back to capitalism. But nah, it's a challenge of capitalism and all this stuff, and the system of economics that are even in South Korea, because so here in America we deal with a lot of debt. Like we're one of the highest. I think we're like we're in top 3. If we're not number 1, we're definitely top 3 in like college debt and people that have debt to banks and stuff like that. Just people in debt. We're number 1, top 3 in the entire world, bro. And another one is Korea, South Korea. Wow. They're also really they also have that crisis right now where there's a lot of college students that are in debt and people in debt. So it's like a challenge of capitalism and how like
how far
people literally are out there not doing shit, you know, and like making people's lives worse, like the VIPs and all that. Like they literally don't do anything. They're so rich that their assets and all that stuff work for them so much, and they're at the top of like the capitalism chain that they benefit from so much that they literally don't need to work anymore. Now, other people get into financial holes, and it's so hard in this system to get out of them that people are willing to do things like putting their lives on the line to literally get out of it, because that's how bad life is. Life sucks so much living in this type of society that it's literally more fun, not only more fun, but it's like an escape. Like you saw, like, you know, people went back to their normal life in that show, and they literally were like, wow, like this shit sucks. I literally want to go back so I can try to get out of this. And it's also like a critique of the systems and how difficult it is to get out of debt and issues and shit.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where he comes from a little bit. It's like there's some people suffer from this shit so much, and others just have it so easy. Like some people are just born into so much wealth that they don't have to do anything, and then others are born into other debt. Because I also think that I heard in South Korea, I read in like one of these things, I don't know if it's true or not, but that even families inherit the death's wealth or debt. They inherit a loved one's debt.
Yeah.
So like it's literally an ongoing chain. So
isn't that here too?
Sometimes
debt collectors.
There's sometimes, but there's exceptions to it. It's a little more lenient here, but that does happen. But I think in Korea it's a little worse.
Oh shit.
Yeah, in terms of like if a family member that has a lot of debt dies, it's put onto your family.
Oh.
Yeah,
shit.
I think it's a lot worse there, but So
I mean,
yeah, bro.
damn,
Imagine like Jihyun, he's already in like how many like millions of debt.
Yeah.
He dies. All right, now it's on to his family, and it's like it's just an ongoing cycle, and it's like it's so hard to get out of it once you're put in such a bad financial situation. It's literally almost impossible to get out of that shit, and that's because capitalism.
That's crazy, bro. It's so crazy because the thing with like this, what I feel like why it's so popping and why movies do pop or shows like that is because it connects so much with the real world like that. Even though it is, I guess you could say, kind of far-fetched or absurd, the fact that there could, I mean, who knows, there could be some shit like that in the real world, but you know, it's
like a game.
Yeah,
bro,
like a game like that.
Who knows, bro?
Who knows?
Probably is, bro.
But I guess more people will be like, there's no way, right? But the thing is, what connects with people is the financial issues and the fact that so many people are in debt and so many people are in situations where they're like, man, I would do anything, almost anything to fucking try to get out of this hole I'm in right now. And even the people who are rich, I mean, who knows? Like, who knows if they are actually like just bored as shit? That's what I remember. That's what Ilnam said or something. He was like, they're the people who are the most poor and the people who are like the most rich are the most like bored or some shit. Or
we just have like at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because we're all the same. We just all still have the same issues. Like poor people, what do they suffer from? They don't have stuff and like they have issues, but then the rich people also have their shit too. Like now they have everything. Yeah, and it's still not enough for them. That they always seek more. So like.
That's crazy, bro.
I mean, I was gonna say something, bouncing off what you said. Fuck. Piggybacking off of what you said.
Well, I mean, I will say though that I was saying that just
how
it connects with people. Or
I was gonna say how like also how like the VIPs and like the rich, like even the rich still aren't happy. You know what I'm saying? Like they're still not happy. You see how unsatisfied they are and how their motive of the people playing the game and all that, or like the dude in the black mask running it all, how he's trying so hard just to please them and satisfy them and all that, and yet they're still not even satisfied people. Like the guy, he wanted to go fuck the dude, like the cop and stuff. Like he's not satisfied. Like it's more and more and more and more. Yeah. And it's just, at the end of the day, greed is even among the poorest of people and like the richest of people. It's like it doesn't matter. I guess
it's just human nature for real.
Yeah.
In anything.
And it's like we're not different. Like those people that are poor as fuck, they did bad shit and terrible shit, but like bruh, literally with those VIPs and all that, like they're also doing terrible bad things. Like their wealth and their situation still is making them resort to the extremes of life and like doing terrible things just to get excitement and something else out of like a thrill out of life because they've already have had everything.
Damn.
Where it's like that's insane, bro. Like they're literally killing people.
You're right.
And not even giving a fuck. Damn. And it kind of is like real life too. How some people literally have it all where they do. That's why Epstein's Island and all that shit exists. Like they do literally unimaginable things because they have the whole entire world. Right. What's left? Mm-hmm. You know, let's do the things that aren't being done.
Right.
Yeah. And like that's what gives us a thrill, because the fact that we know it's not right and it's not moral, and that and we know that if we get caught it's bad, it gives us that thrill and all that shit. And it's like, holy fuck, that's at the end of the day, that's what people seek as humans. That's what we seek more than anything. Like that fiending like and like that thirst for like thrill and excitement and shit is so insane in humans that like we're willing to do such terrible and like abhorrent things to people. Like, oh my god, like that's why it's good to have things in moderation. It's good to build up to things, you know, not just have everything gifted to you.
Right.
You know, because we're gonna enjoy it more, because then you see both sides of it. It's like, nah, I work for this shit, you know. Like if this ever blows up, it's like I worked for this. It's not like I just got it, so I don't know what to do with it. Like I worked for my ass for it. Like we built towards this. I'm gonna appreciate it a lot more, as opposed to like if someone just give it to you.
Facts, bro. If you can satisfy me in 5 minutes, I'll give you everything you want.
It's like, I can change your life.
That was...
Bro, he squeezed the fuck out of his nuts.
I know. I mean...
Imagine that scenario.
I low-key, I was not surprised about that. I was like, this definitely is some shit I could see happening. You know what I'm saying?
In
like,
real life.
Yeah,
bro. I really could see, like, some elites, like, acting like this.
Right.
Yeah, a dead-ass can, because... That's how much money has power nowadays. Like, all you need is money. And if you have people that are desperate enough to do anything for money, like, there you go. Like, this fool will satisfy you in 5 minutes. What the hell?
You think you would have been able to satisfy him in 5 minutes?
2, bro. The fuck you talking about? I got that Gok 20,000, my dude.
Fuck. Oh my god, bro. Hey, I mean, bro, it's a popping show right now, and I just love it for the fact that I just love shit that makes me feel some shit, you know, because not only one emotion, but it just made me feel fucking happy, you know what I'm saying, and sad and shit, and fucking angry. Definitely a lot of anger. I felt a lot of anger to that one fucking bitch, bro.
Who?
The one that was fucking the dude with the tattoo.
Oh, the dude with that.
Bro, she was so annoying. She was so annoying.
Yeah, bro, she was so fucking
annoying.
Easily the most dislikable character. Even like literally, I disliked her more than the guy with the tattoo, bro.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, honestly, I'm happy she was the one that killed him. Though.
Right.
Like I actually was so happy.
That was the only thing I love.
Yeah,
I love
thank
the way
God.
Yeah.
And I knew it was gonna play out that way. As soon as I saw her like
get behind him.
Yeah, on that. I was like, oh, she gonna kill his ass because I remember her saying, yeah, if you ever deceive me. Yeah, she is one of those crazy bitches.
Right,
like,
bro. It's crazy because like bro. Man,
she did a really good job.
Yeah.
Playing a crazy bitch, she did a really good job because, bruh, she did so good in her acting in that place that you can tell the type of person that she was outside in the real world. Like you can literally tell the type of person she was in the real world, where she was so weak and powerless that she would just get drawn to whatever and just leech off them for like, you know, for whatever she would. However she could with her words, you know what I'm saying?
Even using
calling
her
them
body.
babe and all that. Yeah, exactly what I'm saying.
Basically,
and just leech off people.
Yeah.
You can literally tell that that's how she was in her real life and real world too. Fuck. Like she was really, I'm not gonna lie, like as much as I hate her, she did very well performance wise.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's one thing that I'll always respect in an actor or in an actress. If they get me to hate them, their character, bro, that just shows that they're a good actor because because like they're not, that's not who they are in real life, you know, maybe, right? But like that's like they're playing someone else that they are probably not. So it's like, dude, if you have genuine hate for this character or like dislike, that just shows that they're a good actor because, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they're
did
playing
it.
A character.
Yeah.
This is not who they are. So it's like it's fucking dope, bro. I mean,
damn, acting is a skill, bro. Like OC skill, and that a lot of respect to them for that.
Sure.
Man.
I mean, I could go on for days fucking talking about this damn show, to be honest. But I mean,
all right, what was your favorite game?
Fuck. Honestly, I'll probably say probably the marbles.
For real? Yeah.
Because of the way how they did it. Like,
we need to talk about Ali, bro. We need to pay his respect. Bro. Respect to Ali, bro. We didn't bring him up at all or say anything about it. He's also a dog.
He's definitely on my top 3 characters. I feel like him because bro.
See, all right, he's one of the poor people that I don't think he was ever a bad person.
Nah.
That was just a good person with a good heart. That was just taken advantage of, like his lack of knowledge and stuff. That's his ignorance is what led him to those situations he was in life. You know, like just a true kind-hearted person taken advantage by people that didn't give a fuck or anything like that,
bro.
You know, because you can tell he was even like that in real life, like not in real life, but in his real life,
right?
In the show.
Yeah, I mean that's why, bro. You remember when it was in the last podcast we were talking about how I told you that I personally would rather not be ignorant because in this world there's no way we can be ignorant. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even though it is bliss, there is so much happiness in not knowing shit just because finding out more shit is just sad, like, you know, but it's like there's no way we can be ignorant because there's people out there in the real world like that who will cross you for even though you have a kind heart.
That don't definitely prove
it shows
to
you, bro.
Yeah, like, that show and that like the way they used him definitely shows you. Yeah, that it's not good to be an ignorant person
and that's
like,
crazy,
and not
bro.
stand for things.
And the trust too. Yeah, the fact they like
and that dude's a bitch too. Sang-woo,
is his name Sang-woo?
Yeah, I think so. He's a bitch. Like, he also made me like hate his character. Yeah. Like after he killed her, oh my god, bro! You just see him standing there like this.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, are you kidding me? She stopped him from killing him. Literally, he was gonna go slit his throat when he was asleep, and she was like, "Nah, chill."
Oh yeah.
And she was like, "Nah, don't do it. That's not. You're not that type of person, bro. Don't do it."
Oh my god, dude.
And the main character, he's also honestly Very dislikable.
You think so?
Yes. He does make you like him throughout the games.
Yeah.
But then when he goes back to real life, you realize how much of a fucking dickhead he is.
Yeah,
it's true. Like, where the hell did that kind of guy go? Like, honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
The way he treats his girl, bro, why did he... That's also why the ending sucked. Because, bro, why did he not go to his daughter, son?
Yeah.
You did all that for your daughter and all that? Like, come on, bro. Like, I actually want him to be good with his daughter and probably change shit.
I'm kind of sidetracked. I don't know why he changed his hair to red too. I didn't really fuck with that. I was like, this is kind of. He looks like.
No, I mean, I saw like an analysis thing. You know what I'm saying? And they say it's to like, because you see how in the whole entire time in the show, there's guys in red suits, and those guys in red suits signify that they're the ones in power. So it's like, okay, he dyed his hair red afterward to signify now that he is the one that's in power. You know. So that's what I know. I know. That's the connection they drew, which I can see. Okay, it kind of but at the same time, it's like, nah, I don't know why he did that shit.
That's bullshit.
He
just went through a phase.
Midlife crisis.
Yeah. It's like those phases that girls be going through when they like cut their hair or dye their hair and shit.
And another plot hole within it. Mm-hmm. There's another plot hole.
Yeah, what is it?
Where he goes a whole year and he never touches the money.
Right.
How did he pay off the loan sharks and all that stuff that he literally put his blood in the contract in?
That's right.
What happened with them? Did they not go after him anymore?
That's true.
Like, what? That's why he went there in the first place.
Yeah.
Plot hole, another one. See, like, that's why I feel like the ending was rushed. They wanted to make another season. They want to make another season, so they had to do that shit. Now he's going to go back. The cop is going to be alive. They're going to work together, see what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? They're going to fucking... Ilnam's going to revive somehow. Quick revive from zombies. You need a little revive. Yes.
Nah, there's no way, bro. He's dead.
Nah, yeah, he has to be dead.
There's no way. But
and you like how it ended? How they actually did trust the dude. Somebody actually did come help the guy. See,
I did like that. Yeah. I did.
You can't trust people at the end.
I did like that because I mean, me personally, what would you say? You trust people? You do trust me?
I am. Unfortunately, I am a person that has always given people the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? Like I give people. I expect it, but I see. And I expect the best out of people. Like I would assume that somebody's gonna do the better thing as opposed to the bad. Right. I don't, and that's how the type of person I am. And that's why I get let down a lot. And you do realize that. But I mean, sometimes like there are good people out there. Like and it just depends how I feel like how you treat them. Like if you're really a good person towards them and all that stuff, like at the end of the day, they're gonna find it in their heart to not want to do you wrong because they know that you're a good person. So it's like
that's true. But do you feel like it also depends on the circumstances? Because it also shows, like, in the show, not only in that, but I don't know if you ever watched Money Heist. Have you watched Money Heist?
Nah, I have not.
Okay, so I'll just say this example. It doesn't spoil, like, Money Heist, but it's just, like, if someone were to go to jail and, if you were in a position where, like, you got caught, two people, right? And it's, like, maybe he did the wrong thing, but you got trialed for it, and it was you who was put in the cell instead of the person who actually did it. And they were like, let's say you were tight with them, bro. If it
wait, so explain it again. So I'm mans with somebody.
Let's say me and you. Let's say we fucking.
And you go to jail instead of me.
Yeah, let's say we rob a bank, and then or let's say you rob a bank, but I'm with you, like driving the car or some shit.
Okay.
And then I get caught, but you are free. And then, you know what I'm saying? Even though you are my homie, there's a circumstance right there where it's like, bro, how much of me will want to take that time for something that I barely played a part in? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. I guess it's just in the...
No, I saw a post today of the Lil Durk.
Yeah,
quote that he said.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he's like, loyalty has put me in situations where common sense would have gotten me out.
Damn.
And I don't know if he truly said that, but I'm like, it kind of goes back to remember our loyalty versus, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, loyalty versus love thing. Yeah. But I think that's real as hell. Like, that's a good way to say it because I feel like that's like reflecting on, especially on like gang violence and stuff like that. Because he's a part of like gangs and shit where it's like, loyalty literally has put him in situations where if any person with common sense or anything, like, naturally they wouldn't have been there. But the only reason why they were there is because of the connection and loyalty they have with somebody or for someone.
Yeah.
And it's like,
that's why it's like, how far will you go for the bond of loyalty? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
And I guess that I don't know, that just kind of made me think about your situation with Money Heist, because it's like, like, at the end of the day, is going to jail worth helping my man's fucking rob a bank? And all that stuff. And I mean, that's up to your own discretion, you know, that person's discretion and how their values and shit. But personally, nah, like, me, fuck that.
Yeah.
How does Money Heist go? I don't think I'd ever watch it.
It's like, it's the same shit, you know, like robbing a bank and shit like that. And it's like, you know, how like, do you really think someone's not gonna snitch on you or some shit, or try just because of not being labeled as a rat, when, you know what I'm saying, they'll spend like half their lives in there just to say that they were loyal, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess loyalty does go a long way. It does show, I guess, you know, like a good heart, I guess, so, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, that is something that personally I do value, even though when we were talking about that shit, like, of, you know, loyalty and love and whatnot, even though I did say that it is overrated, it doesn't mean that I don't, like, value it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because, like, just because
it just depends the situation.
Yeah, I mean, because, like, I fuck with Chick-fil-A, but I think that shit is overrated as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I don't even fuck with Chick-fil-A anymore.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't even willingly go there.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
well, you know what I mean,
good,
though,
bro.
right? It's like, I fuck with it, but it's like, bro, people put, like, too much over it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, but I don't know. I think, though, it showed, too, with fucking Squid Game, how fucking, you know, they both had families, Ali and Sang-woo.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, bro, even Ali said, too, he was like, I have a family, too. You remember that?
Yeah, and like, he pretty much showed that he was not going to go like that.
Yeah, he wasn't going to go like that.
He's like, bro, I'm sorry, but...
Even though he was good-hearted, though, you said, too.
Yeah.
Like, he was good-hearted, but, bro, like, he has a fucking wife, a daughter, or a son, or some shit.
Yeah, bro, oh, my... I wonder what happened with them, man. I feel bad, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, bring Ali back. He was a good guy, bro.
He was, bro. Fuck, man. And he only had 3 fingers.
Yeah, on one hand.
Yeah.
looking like Zoidberg from Futurama.
What the fuck?
Say no. But damn.
That's crazy, man. Trust. Personally, I do as well see the good in people. I that's something that it is also kind of unfortunate, but also fortunate, you could say.
Yeah.
Just because.
I mean,
because it also comes back too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like when you look at the best in people, there will be people who also look at the better in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it shows. It shows when you can tell when someone is like doesn't trust people. I feel like you can tell when someone is, you know, watching their back.
Oh yeah, easily.
You know, and I could just and when I see someone like that, I'm just like, damn, bro. I wonder what happened that someone maybe someone crossed them, like OC. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, there's people who, like, their own family fucking backstabs them, bro. I don't know if this ever happened in your family, but, you know, there's people who their own blood. People say, you know what I'm saying, their own blood. You know, they cross them, and it's crazy, bro. I've heard stories, and I mean,
and that's why trust is sketchy, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, you can, for example, like going to jail for somebody or some shit, like you would think that you'd do something for somebody and they would, but like they wouldn't even do that shit back for you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, how far are you willing to go? You know what I'm saying? Like, you would do all this shit for somebody and, like, not lie or not snitch and go through all this bullshit because that's how much you value it. But then you go for one specific person, then they go ahead and the one chance that they get to ruin that all, they just do. It's like, damn, you know, that's why trust is a sketchy thing, man.
And the paradox with it too is that it's like the people you love the most are the ones that can hurt you. You know, the people that you love. It's because the ones you know, the ones that know you best. Yeah, you know? The people, because it's like trust. I feel like it's also connected with love. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna really trust someone fully if you don't love them. I feel like, right? Yeah. So it's like, damn, bro. It's crazy how the people who love you the most can hurt you the most too, and that's why there is it takes courage to love someone, you know, in any way. I feel like, because they can fucking hurt the fuck out of you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'll definitely still continue to trust in people. I personally have never been crossed where my trust has to be, you know, challenged and whatnot. But, you know, hopefully there doesn't come a day where I won't see the good in people.
I mean, it's not like I really do things in order that I need to put my trust into somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not anything I really do like that, where I even go to people where I'm like, "Can you do this for me?" or something like that. You know, like I feel like my trust is very limited. Like, it's just honestly, I feel like trust would in my terms, or like the extent I go with people and how much I trust them, is just how much I expose to them my like personal life. And usually the only time I would is like to vent,
right,
or something like that. The end of the day, I'm never gonna tell them like anything like deepest, darkest secrets or some shit like that. And I don't really use people for like favors or anything like that. I really don't.
True.
So I don't know, bro. I feel like low-key my karma has been good recently.
Oh, really?
Bless up, you know what I'm saying? Because like I don't try to do anybody wrong, and I don't involve myself with people enough to like where I can do them wrong or they do me wrong or anything like that. So like, and not like I'm like building any resentment or anything like that. I just flow in the wind every single day, you know. Like
but is there also people who maybe they leave like their trust up to you, where people maybe tell you some vulnerable shit, some dark shit about them, and then now it's up to you to like, because you could be like, oh, I could, you know, this is something that I could.
I feel like nah, bruh. Like I'm an alias person, you know. Like nobody really has these deep conversations with me anymore. I'm usually more alone than I am with anybody else.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
like I don't really have many best friends anymore and all that shit. And like,
oh really?
It's not like high school and stuff. Like back in the day where you guys would talk to each other a lot and you would know secrets of so many people and all that stuff, and they would trust you. And I used to be that guy. I used to be that guy where they would trust, you know, and they would trust. And I mean, I would tell the one person I would trust, low key. Yeah, I would tell the person I would trust.
Don't tell no one. But.
Yeah, and also, but that person was also low key as hell too. So it's like it doesn't even matter. Yeah, you know, because some things you just have to tell people that you have to let things go. Like it's hard to keep things in. Yeah, it's so hard. Like one thing that I had to keep in before was my friend. Well, he got his girl pregnant. Oh, and he told me very early on, and I was like one of the very, very few people he told. Wow. And I was like, holy shit. Like we're in a friend group, and I wanted to tell, like, it was just so hard to just bite my tongue and not tell anybody, bro, but I really wanted to. Like, you know, it's just one of the things where it's like it kind of blows your mind. Yeah. You know, it's like, holy fuck, this person's pregnant. I have to go tell somebody, bro. There's no way. But I mean, you still don't, because I mean, they trusted you, bro. So you can't really break that shit. But yeah, it depends. It depends the severity of things. There's been things where people have trusted me to not say anything, and like I still have to like somebody else, not somebody like the direct person it was about or something like that. Like, you know, I'm not gonna like go behind their back and say that, but like just somebody else we're telling the information to. But it always depended the information and how personal it was to them or something like that. Right. Like there are secrets I know that some people don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Like that I wouldn't tell people because there's no need to.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, definitely. I know. I mean, for me, I'm sure there's some things that I've told you that it's not like on that deep shit where it's like someone that I got pregnant or some shit like that, but it's something that I would rather you not want to share to other people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course. So I feel you on that. I mean, that's why. I mean, I have left that trust up to you because I do trust you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's interesting though. Like, it's so crazy because why is it though that like you just can't like that you tell them about how you want to tell someone or just tell the friend group about them being pregnant? Like, why is that? It's so hard to just keep that shit in.
It's just because the fact that it's so bizarre. Yeah. And you know, it's like it's life changing, especially at the time of when it happened. Excuse me, at the time of when it happened, you know, and like how young we were and stuff like that. That's true. It's like Jesus. It's not like a common thing. Yeah. Damn. So I was like, damn, I have to tell my friends, bro. You know, but I didn't, bro. Yeah. All love to you. You know who you are, bro. Anyway, because it's like one of the first dudes that. But now it's so normal. Yeah. You know how many of my friends and all stuff and people that I know that are having babies and kids now, bro? Like, it's so insane to me. I'm getting to that age and that point in life where, it's normal, bro.
You feel old?
Like, yes, I'm getting old. But you know what's crazier? I see that more people are having babies before they're getting married.
You think that's crazy?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, it is.
How I feel, because I feel like back in the day in traditional times and shit, people would definitely get married way before they would, like, at least before they would have babies. Like, there was probably always those odd, like, some people that were, you know, exceptions, but for the most part, it was more common to get married first and then have a baby. But now I feel like it's way more normal just to have a baby and then get married. Some people don't even fucking get married with the person they have a baby with. Yeah. So, like,
damn,
I don't know,
crazy,
but
bro.
bro, I'm literally reaching that age where I know at least like 7 people that have kids, bro. Wow. 7 people around my age and shit.
And they're like not close friends, but
not close, but like I've interacted with them on personal levels before in personal settings and stuff like that. I guess you can say.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, you know.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, getting to that age, man.
I swear it's always, you know what's so funny? It's like I was talking to my friend about that. It's always like you never think it's gonna be you. Right,
chill out, bro. What the fuck are you thinking about, bro?
I didn't want to say that because but I only say that because I was, but it was not about babies. We were having this conversation. It was about injuries in
car crashes.
Yeah, or car crashes, or like, or like imagine tearing your ACL. You see someone else, you're like, damn, bro, that sucks. But you never are like, fuck, like that could happen to me.
Yeah, that literally can't happen to you.
Yeah, so it's crazy too. Like, you know, you're seeing. I mean, not to wish that upon you, but. I don't know, man. I just be thinking that too. I'm like, fuck, bro. Hey, good luck to them. You know what I'm saying? That won't ever happen to me. But
damn, you ever be thinking about life when, like, I be thinking about life of when I'm older and like midlife, and all my friends have kids, and like we're all hanging, and even the kids are like growing up. You know what I'm saying? And like either even like teenagers and shit, and like we're all amongst each other and having these fun like bonding times with our kids are there and shit, like getting along, and I'm like, damn. Like, that's eventually crazy. We will get to that point, you know. Like,
I think we talked about that for a little bit. I remember when me and you, when we were saying, or like how I was asking you about your friends and shit, and like I guess how we would look back on moments like now and then imagine like 5 years from now how we will look back at you know those moments and like, damn, bro, we got fucking kids now and shit.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's crazy, bro. I mean,
look, in 5 years from now. What? So I'd be like 27.
Yeah.
I would not be mad if I had a child.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad.
27, not earlier though. Yeah. It would have to be the 5th year of these 5 years, not within 5 years.
Right.
Like not like next year. I'm not rocking. Like I would have a kid like 27.
Yeah, that's
fine. I think that's fine by me. 27, 28, 29.
You know who's 27?
Who?
Sebayuk.
Sebayuk?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she's 27. I looked it up.
Oh, right now? Like
no, before when you came. I was doing some research.
No, I'm saying like she's currently 27.
Yeah,
right now.
she's 27.
When's her birthday?
I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. But I was just looking at her age. I don't want to see how old she was.
Cause she does look kind of young.
She looked young. I was like.
Yeah, she literally can be like my age.
I was like, damn, bro. So, but that's, I don't know. I mean, me personally, 5 years from now, I'll be like 24. Shit, nah, I cannot fake having a kid.
Nah, yeah, you're a little young still.
Fuck that. I can't.
Yeah, live a little.
Unless in like 2 years I find that I know for a fact she's my wife or some shit like that. Yeah. Then maybe, but.
I mean, I don't even think that the issue with having a kid nowadays is like that. I think it's just the financials.
That is a big part, yeah.
Like, you know, like I would have a kid if I was financially stable, and if I had my own home, a stable income job where I make at least like at least $75K a year, and I'm just have my own home and shit. Like, I have a kid because that's not, I can support it.
True.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of the times the factors that make it difficult for raising a kid are the financials as opposed to anything else.
It is a big part, very big part.
Yeah, just not being able. Like, I want to be able to financially support you. Be able to maybe take a day off if I need to, you know, like cause some unexpected shit happens or something like that. I can do that. Not like afford. I don't want to be at the point where I can't afford to like miss a day of work or anything like that. And I'm on, like working paycheck to paycheck.
Damn, that's true.
And trying to raise a kid at the same time, cause
that's true.
I'm gonna go crazy,
bro. You know how many people live like that though?
Bro, too many.
And I mean that is you're right on that. Definitely the finances are a very big part, but I also would want to know that the woman would want to stick around, and you know, because doing it alone, bro. Yeah. Imagine that too.
See, all right. So one of the first ones I know that had a kid personally is a guy with a girl, and the girl actually left, and yeah, he has the kid. He's my age. I played club soccer with him and everything, bro. The baby's already almost like 2, maybe even 3. Like it's been a while now, and yeah, I remember him putting on her snap and all that shit, like fuck her, she's a no good whore, all this stuff like that. Yeah, like ain't shit ass woman, but I mean it's something you don't see often, bro. You know, the guy or the man keeping the baby.
But it happens, bro.
But,
and that's to a dude you know too. So that's
if somebody I literally know personally, bro. And I played soccer with him and all this, and it's crazy because that was one of the last people I would have ever expected. Wow. Because he was like on our team, and he was just like the funny dude, like always cracking jokes, never serious, anything like that. Like he was just a goofball, like one of those guys just in the crowd, like you wouldn't expect it. Yeah. And all of a sudden, damn, he just had a kid. Like, damn,
and his girl left, bro.
And his girl left. Yeah,
dude,
fuck her.
I cannot imagine that, bro. That
giving birth to somebody and not even knowing where they are in the world, just like letting them go.
That's bro. Like, how could you do that, bro?
Like whoa, I mean, like you give birth to something like that's literally like a piece of you, essentially. That's you, and your DNA walking.
You know what I heard about though is that there's a lot. There's like I don't know if it's considered a syndrome or some shit that happens with some women. When they get pregnant, when they have a child, when they conceive it, they get something in their mind where it's almost like they get like a hate towards a child. Like I know someone. I know someone personally who he said when his mom conceived him that she wanted to kill him.
It's like postpartum depression,
something like that. Yeah. So like, bro. But
I mean, I could see why that would happen, but I feel like it wouldn't. The powers, like the love, would overpower it. Is what I'm trying to say. Like,
right, yeah.
Cause I've seen like I'm saying, like I know a lot of people that have these kids now and all that stuff, and I see how these girls are after they have the kid and all that, and they get depressed as fuck because of how they look, you know, how their bodies are and how like fucked up they are now. Not that fucked up, but like they looked way more fucked up than what they were used to and how they were and all that shit. And like a lot of women, like, you know, they value their bodies and how they look a lot. Like that's how they are. Yeah. So yeah, like you're gonna start hating the thing that made you look that way. True. You know, they turned them into this way. So it's like, fuck you, I want to kill you. But that's crazy. But that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, though, like the love still overpowers it. You know, because it's like it's still my baby. Like I still conceded, no matter how much you made me hate myself. For sure. I still love you more than that. You know. For sure. But I mean, some people do give into it. I guess.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. I mean, shit. If I had a little baby come out my ass, I mean, I'd have to love him personally. I feel like, right? Going through all that pain, pushing, shit. Yeah, bro. Might as well love that motherfucker. I would think, right? I mean, logically.
Yeah, or at least put on for adoption or something. Yeah. What do you feel about abortion?
All right, guys, this has been BRICKZONE. Hope you.
No, boy.
Nah. I mean.
Oh, you're a church goer. You're a Christian man.
All right, look. I think, bro. All right. You know, I personally, I would do my best to want to keep the child. Of course, I know the decision is not up to me. I'm not the one having the baby come out my fucking vagina. But I would want to keep, even if I had to do it alone, I would go to that extent. But I will say though that I do believe though that I believe it should be a choice, regardless of what, you know, I guess the Bible says and whatnot. But you know, maybe it is a sin to think that, but I don't care. I can't. That's that morality for me, bro. I just can't, like, even though like there's so many fucking different circumstances of rape and shit and you know what I'm saying and all that. It's like that's why it's like, bro, like it's just so fucked up to you know what I'm saying. But I don't know, man. But like I'll just say though that I personally would rather it's just it's better off just being a choice. I feel like, you know, just because the consequences of I feel like, you know, when it's not is worse than when it is. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I believe that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean,
yeah,
things happen, bro. Life happens.
Right.
And now we're at a place and a time where we can have successful and safe abortions. You know. So like, yeah, if that's possible, why not? You know.
Right.
That's why we have science and do all these discoveries and do all that shit on purpose, so we can do these things. Where I mean, like, I don't know, it is iffy because it does feel sad, you know, like the idea of killing, your baby, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
that you have conceived. But I guess, yeah, a lot of things are circumstantial. I definitely think that, like, this should not be illegal,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because, yeah, things are circumstantial. Bro,
Mm-hmm.
you get raped and you're about to have a kid that's you had no plan on having,
Mm-hmm.
and it's literally as a result of you getting raped.
Yeah.
Like, that's only...
In an
like,
act of violence, basically.
Bro, it's so much, like, the psychological trauma with that
Right.
is insane, too, because then you're literally giving birth to, like, it's a reflection of the rape. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like...
Right.
So at the end of the day, like,
And that
stuff
child,
like that, you know, you can't, like, that should not be your decision. Like,
yeah.
anybody should be able to do what they want in that circumstance. But
then there's also even circumstances where it's like some people who just can't fade, but you know maybe they're financially stable,
yeah,
and they, you know what I'm saying, they it's just you just can't fade.
yeah,
you
just
know
can't fade. I mean, see, that's where it is a little iffy. It depends.
Yeah.
I feel like it depends how far along you are. If you're just trying to be like, nah, I can't fade. You know what I'm saying? And, like, you just you're, like, busted in every single night. You know what I'm saying? Every single time. And you just keep having abortions and shit. Like, that's a little fucked. And it's going to fuck your body up, too, hormonal-wise.
Oh, right, yeah.
But,
but there's definitely people like that, I swear.
yeah.
Probably.
I saw, like, this one meme one time where this girl was, like, getting pregnant and aborting so you can have the pregnant titties.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's so fucked up.
Yeah, it's so fucked up,
That's
bro.
so
But
Yeah.
yeah, so I think on that note, bro.
Yeah, on that note, on abortion, we will end off.
Yeah, thank you for listening to our Squid Game review, because it was
Yeah.
essentially a review.
Yeah, basically.
Sorry for spoiling it if you haven't watched it or anything like that, but you
Yeah.
probably should. Everybody and their mom is gonna end up watching that shit.
Yeah.
Like, my mom has seen it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, my mom actually has seen it. My mom saw it before me, actually.
What the fuck?
Bro, my mom she religiously watches Korean dramas and all that stuff. She
that's
loves
right.
Yeah, she
I
loves
remember you
Korean
told me
shows,
about that.
bruh.
Yeah.
My mom loves Korean shows on Netflix, bro.
Wow.
So she knew about that shit when it came out. Like, she's been
Damn.
watched it. She said she fucked with it too. She said fuck the old man. She said fuck
Oh,
it. She said fuck yo nah, man. That shit made me sad because, like, damn. She said she fucked with the girl that you fuck with.
Oh, right.
Yeah, she said that was her favorite part too.
Yeah, I think she's my favorite.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, I think that was probably one of the most, like, impactful scenes.
Bro,
for
that's
her.
why to me, like, bro, she got it, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah. So thank you guys.
Thank you for listening. If you're
Love
listening,
you.
love
Keep coming
y'all.
back, please. I love you.
Yeah, come back for episode 33 next week. Woo!